don't assume we're going to stop the race. Continue running until you hear a secondary shot go off. One important thing, guys, run all the way through the chute behind me, past the sensor. You will not get a time if you do not pass that sensor. People are stopping before the sensors. And your commands will be on your mark. On your mark. Here we go. Women's Division 6. This race is not our championship race, but it is a preview of the Division 5 state meet. We've got 4 teams ranked in the top 9 in the state in this race, led by Flintridge Prep. They're ranked number 4 in the state, 5th in the section. Fifth in California last year. The top-ranked team going into this race, so it should be rather interesting here. St. Margaret's, another Southern Section school, ranked 5th in the state. Ontario Cristian, ranked 9th. And as we go into Nueva, also in that top 10. And as we get going here in our girls division 6 in about 20 minutes, we'd like all the girls in the Carlo Fandini Girls Championship race to be at the starting line at 8 o'clock. We know that's 15 minutes prior to the start of your race. We will introduce all the individuals and all the teams, but coaches and athletes, please be aware, we will give you plenty of time to continue that warm-up while we get ready to introduce. Introductions only take us about 5 to 7 minutes, and then there'll be a few minutes there to make sure you're at the start line. We will not start that race until all the athletes are set and ready to go. So you can continue to do your warm-up up and down the start line area right up until we get to the introductions, and then once everybody's introduced, we'll be plenty of time to get into the area. First 800, Jonah Vasquez of Cathedral and their teammate Maximus de la Cruz, our early leader, Marcus Napoli of Napomo. The top 3 taking us through the first 800 meters. Going around log, coming up to the 1200 meter mark. This should be coming into view if you're at the mile. Again, if you've got relatives, friends at home, want to watch, tell them to go to YouTube and search HD Runners, and they can see the race live. If you haven't already, you can download the app, finish results, and you'll get all the splits for all the runners at the mile mark, the 2 mile mark, the 2.1, and the finish, and the race scores of all the teams. That is a free app. So here come our leaders coming up to the mile mark. They're about 200 meters from that mile mark. go through that first mile. Looks like Conrad Chern of Uplands. They go through right at 4:51. Look at Vasquez, Cathedral, third, Flintridge Prep. Taylor Cruz up in the Rottler of High Tech in Mesa. Cristian Hoover of Central, Garcia of Cathedral, Prowse of Flintridge Prep, and Perchetti of International School of Los Angeles. That is our top 10. They go through 4:51. Slight lead over Cathedral, then Ontario Christian and St. Margaret's. Houston, Brentwood, those are our top 6 through the mile. Flintridge with about a 20-point lead at the mile mark. And Declan Mansbridge of Flintridge Prep moving in towards the lead here. He ran 14:53 at Woodbridge for 3 miles earlier this year. Last year he was the Southern Section Division 4 champion at 1,600 meters. He ran 4:16.97. So he certainly got the chops to be up front, leading that group as they head up into the parking lot to the halfway point here. Look a little bit more of that team score. Flintridge Prep currently ranked in the top 5 in the state in Division 5, running very well. Cathedral has gone out well also. They're about 35 points back. Ontario Christian about 15 behind Cathedral, and then St. Margaret's and Houston. Mansbridge continues to push that pace. He's joined by Chern of Crystal Springs Upland, Napoli of Napomo, and Vasquez of Cathedral. The boys that were all in there at the mile hang in there going to the 1.5 miles. So we're about halfway through now, heading up the Killer Hill to the 2 mile. And once again, girls entered in the championship race scheduled to go at 8:15. We'd like you at that start line in just about 10 minutes. They're going to line you up for introductions. Once again, coaches, don't worry, we're going to give them plenty of time to keep warming up. Introductions will be done. They can continue to warm up before and after, and we're going to make sure everybody is set on that start line before we fire the gun. So do not worry. We're going to make sure that race goes off well. It looks like Jonah Vasquez of Cathedral used that hill to open up a little bit of a lead heading to the 2 mile mark. Raphael Jobson of Jesuit also moving up well. By Rottler, High-Tech Mesa, along with Chern and Mansbridge. So we're setting ourselves up for a great last mile here in our boys Division 6 varsity race. With a mile to go, Vasquez of Cathedral came by with a lead at 10:39. And then Rottler, High-Tech High, a couple seconds back. Hoover of Central, Cristian Hoover now moving up to join that group. Mansbridge just a second behind. So we've got 5 boys, Napoli of Napomo, 5 boys within 5 seconds of each other, heading out with a mile to go. Then we got Garcia of Cathedral, give Cathedral 2 of the top 6. Chern of Upland hanging in there. De La Cruz of Cathedral gives Cathedral 3 of the top 8. Perchetti of the International School of Los Angeles in 9th. Causey of St. Margaret's moving up well. He's now moved into the top 10. Wadra, his teammate, right behind him. So the boys from St. Margaret's moving up. They moved up about 10 spots from the mile to the 2 mile. Burns of Emmanuel, Grunder of Ontario Christian, Ordonez of Ontario Christian, and Sade of Heritage Christian. They are in the top 15. So a good battle team-wise here. Will that up front strength of Cathedral hold? Right now, Ontario Christian and Cathedral, St. Margaret's all separated by less than 8 points with a mile to go. So it'll be great finish. And Flintridge Prep just about 8 more points back. So about 20 points separating the first 4 teams with a mile to go. And as we get ready for that finish, we're going to remind you a couple times, they spent so much time putting up these fences, and they are there, but not to lean on. So if you got a primary spot, you don't want to lean anyway because you want both hands free to clap. And so don't lean on that, just clap real loud, and don't push that fence over, please. We'd appreciate it. And Vasquez still continue to lead with Mansbridge chasing him down with about 800 meters to go. And our leaders now just about 300 meters to go. We've got a gap of only about 5 meters separating 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all right in line coming in. And once again, one more quick admonition if we could. As they come in there, we want you to be right there along the finish and yelling and screaming. Just please don't push on those poles or ropes. So we don't want that finish line to go over right there and finish. Look at this, coming onto the road. Here we go, we've got a battle. And Mansbridge in the blue. Vasquez in the white coming onto the grass. 90 meters to go. Declan Mansbridge of Flintridge Prep bringing it home, but he's going to have to hold off. Vasquez coming up, and we're going to be right at 15:30, 15:31. Oh my, great start. Mansbridge 15:31, Vasquez 15:32. We'll look for this team battle here now. Here comes number 2 for Cathedral, the first of the St. Margaret's. St. Margaret's with 2 now. Here comes Cathedral, number 3. That up front strength of Cathedral coming on. 3 across the line. St. Margaret's, Flintridge Prep with the FP on their shirt. St. Margaret's looking for the white of Cathedral in this group. And Flintridge Prep wrapped right in there. No team with 5 across yet. We're still only at 16:40. All these boys on the grass here going to be under 17. How much under 17? 16:50. And Ontario Cristian will be the first with 5 across. Flintridge now with 5 across. St. Margaret's with 5. It will depend on the other teams where their runners displace. Ontario Cristian, St. Margaret's, and Flintridge Prep, the first 3 schools with 5 across in our Division 6 boys race here. Girls in the Carlo Prandini Championship race, we'd like you over at the start line area now. They're going to explain to you how they're going to line you up. Monte Vista Christian, Houston, Brentwood, and Piedmont have 5 runners across. And Cathedral joins that group now. Ontario Christian holding on. This is dynamic scoring. That means it'll score when a team crosses 5. So another team that may not be in that top group may have had 1 or 2 boys intermixed in the top 10 or 15. That will push other teams' scores higher. But right now, Ontario Christian, St. Margaret's, Flintridge Prep, and Cathedral look solidly in our top 4. All right, great atmosphere here. It doesn't matter who you're waiting to cheer on. Let's cheer them all on. Our boys finishing strong, going to break 19. If you're on the grass right now, you've got 20 seconds to get there under that big ASICS arch and be a sub-19 runner at Woodward Park. All right, our boys giving it their all. Lined up the start line, would you please jog out about 70 meters or so? They're going to line you all up. You're going to have plenty of time. When we introduce you, you go right back to your box. Thank you so much. so much better working with the girls.
I'm Kyle Morrison here with HG Runners of the Clovis Invitational. I'm here with Declan Mansbridge, who just won the second race of the day here on Friday in the Division 6 boys race. Declan, it was a really close race all throughout. You ended up winning it with a kick. Just talk about the confidence that gives you in your finishing burst, be able to win a big race like this at the very end.
Yeah, I mean, that was the goal going in, is just stick with the leaders through 2.1 and then move from there. At about 800, I started the move, so it worked out.
Awesome, Declan. So Declan, you come here, race early at Clovis. What was your pre-race routine, and how did it get you ready here to win this race?
Yeah, I mean, the pre-race routine, just warm up with the boys. We came out yesterday, shook out on the course, and felt good going in, so yeah.
A win like this here in mid-October, as we get closer and closer to the postseason, has to give you a lot of confidence. Just talk about some of the goals you have for later in the season and how this is going to help you going forward.
Yeah, I mean, especially on the state course, it's huge. The goal is going into the season, really get a good team finish, which we did today. It was great to see. We weren't fully healthy, but all the boys came out, showed up, and also to finish as a top individual, which I think we can definitely do.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Declan. And we have a sticker here for you. Thank you so much for watching HG Runners. This is your winning sticker for winning the Division 6 boys race here at Clovis Invitational.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Declan. Appreciate it. You've been watching HG Runners. I'm Kyle Morrison.